From courtroom tension to nationwide conversation, the name Nnamdi Kanu is once again at the center of Nigeria's political and legal discussion. Across social media, across news platforms, and in serious political circles, one headline has been circulating strongly. Supreme Court declares Nnamdi Kanu free, Tinubu's government under pressure. But let us calmly break this down in clear and simple English so everybody understands exactly what is happening. First, as things stand right now, there has been no confirmed declaration from the Supreme Court setting him free. No official document, no final ruling announcing his release. What we are seeing is a mix of strong public expectation, political pressure, legal debate, and emotional reactions. And that combination is what makes this story powerful and sensitive at the same time. Now, so remember to like this video and subscribe to this channel if you want balanced and clear updates like this. Your support helps us continue to bring you detailed and responsible discussions. The case of Nnamdi Kanu did not start today. It has been years in the making. He is known as the leader of IPOB, a group that has been advocating for the independence of Biafra. Supporters see him as a voice for self-determination. Critics see him as a figure whose activities have created serious security concerns. The government charged him with terrorism-related offenses, saying his broadcasts and directives encouraged actions that led to violence and economic disruption in parts of the country. The Federal High Court convicted him and sentenced him to life imprisonment. That judgment shocked many people. Some believed justice was served. Others believed the process was unfair. From that moment, the legal battle continued. Appeals, applications, arguments, all moving through the judicial system step by step. Now here is where the pressure comes in. Since the conviction, many groups, especially from the southeast, have continued to demand his release. Traditional leaders, political figures, civil society groups, and members of the diaspora have made public statements asking the federal government to reconsider. Some argue that releasing him could calm tensions. Others argue that the rule of law must be respected fully. This is where President Bola Ahmed Tinubu enters the picture. As the sitting president, many citizens believe he has the political influence to take action if he chooses to. However, Nigeria operates under a constitutional system where the judiciary is separate from the executive. So legally, a president cannot simply overturn a Supreme Court ruling. That is an important point many people forget. Please pause and like this video right now and subscribe if you have not. These details matter, and your engagement helps this conversation reach more people. Now, let us talk about why the Freedom headline gained so much attention. In Nigeria, political stories spread very fast. Once one major blog or influencer posts a dramatic headline, it moves quickly. Many people do not wait to confirm. They share immediately. And when the story involves someone as controversial and well known as Nnamdi Kanu, emotions become high. But responsible reporting requires us to separate hope from fact. At this moment, there is strong political pressure, yes. There is national debate, yes. But there is no confirmed Supreme Court declaration setting him free. However, the pressure on the government is real. Supporters argue that the continued detention fuels regional tension. They say dialogue would bring peace. They argue that reconciliation would strengthen unity. On the other hand, government officials maintain that national security and the rule of law must come first. They insist that court decisions must be respected. This situation places the Tinubu administration in a delicate position. If the government appears too strict, critics say it lacks compassion. If it appears too flexible, critics say it is weak on security. So it becomes a balancing act, stability versus political reconciliation. Please like this video and subscribe if you are following this breakdown carefully. It is important we discuss these issues calmly and intelligently. Another angle many people overlook is the international dimension. In earlier stages of the case, there were conversations about how he was brought back to Nigeria from abroad. Legal experts debated whether due process was followed. That discussion added global attention to the matter. Human rights groups commented. Diaspora organizations issued statements. That international spotlight increased pressure on Nigerian authorities. But even with all of this, the legal process remains structured. Appeals move step by step. Lawyers present arguments. Judges review records. Decisions take time. The Supreme Court doesn't move based on social media trends. It moves based on law and evidence presented before it. Now imagine the atmosphere in political circles right now. Quiet meetings, careful statements, strategic silence. When a case like this becomes symbolic, every word from government officials is analyzed. Every court date becomes headline news. Every rumor becomes a trending topic. That is why headlines suggesting sudden freedom create such a strong reaction. They create hope in some quarters. They create alarm in others. They generate intense debate everywhere. Let us break the English down clearly. As of now, there is no official announcement declaring him free. There is public pressure. There is debate. There is expectation. But there is no confirmed Supreme Court release. Please, before you continue listening, like this video and subscribe. This helps us continue bringing balanced updates without exaggeration. Now, the big question many viewers are asking is this: could political pressure eventually influence a different outcome? In a democracy, public opinion matters. Leaders pay attention to national mood. However, court rulings are based on legal reasoning. So while political discussions may continue, any change in status would have to follow constitutional procedures. Another factor to consider is regional politics. The Southeast remains politically important in Nigeria. Calls for inclusion, representation, and fairness are strong. Some analysts believe that how this case is handled could affect political alignment in future elections. Others believe economic development in the region matters more than one individual case. These are serious conversations happening behind the scenes. Do not forget to like and subscribe. Your support keeps this platform growing. Now let us talk about perception. In politics, perception can be as powerful as reality, even if there is no release. The mere belief that something is about to change can shift political conversations. Markets react, community leaders speak, religious figures pray publicly, social media trends grow. And this is why it is important to slow down and analyze calmly. Nigeria is a complex nation with many voices. Issues like these are rarely simple. They involve law, security, identity, politics, and emotion all at once. Supporters of Nnamdi Kanu argue that continued detention deepens division. They call for dialogue and national healing. The opponents argue that accountability is necessary to protect stability. The government stands between these strong positions. Please like this video and subscribe again if you appreciate this professional breakdown. As we watch events unfold, what is clear is that this story is not ending soon. Whether through further legal appeals, political negotiation, or public advocacy, discussions will continue. The judiciary will follow procedure. The executive will manage political implications. Citizens will continue to debate. And that is the current real-time situation. Strong headline, high emotion, heavy pressure, but no confirmed Supreme Court declaration of freedom at this time.